Welcome to this surprise episode. I'm here with the OG Ridge crew, Tom, Marnie. It's good to see you all here. I have to read a thing that I wrote over a few days. Here we go. Folks, get ready for a long-winded, self-indulgent speech. I apologise in advance. I wanted to let you all know that I've made the call to give the footy a spell next year and take a beat away from making the show for a little bit. Long story short, I've pulled my taking on too many things muscle. I've taken on way too many things that I've loved doing, but I've burnt myself out. I love doing this show so much. I can't properly express what this show means to me, but I'll do my best now. Getting to watch the footy and say this is work to the people around me, having a reason to go to Marvel by myself and watch North versus GWS in July, hanging out with Marnie on Wednesdays, hanging out with Tom on Sundays, making a footy boy like Paddy have to come into the Donna world and make him have to produce Mission Zach, writing comedy for myself in a new way and different way that I haven't done in 12, 13 years, and meeting you all. People cut from the same tribe of footy nutbags, having this community of diehards who I can opine and stuff around with every week. From when I decided I wanted to be a performer and headed off to drama school, it's been instilled in me that the winning formula to anything is saying yes regularly and frequently. If I wanted to be a performer or a creative person, you need to take every opportunity and make the most of it. I love this mentality. Treat every aspect of what you do like a job. Don't leave any stone unturned and don't die wondering. I love this way of thinking. I've carried it into my adult life in just about everything I do. I love to build things and see how far I can take them. Say yes and go for it. It's a way of existing that has served me well up until more recently, where doing Auntie Donna's touring the world, writing my solo show, that touring the country, doing 4 footy shows a week as well as any acting that comes up, alongside being a good partner, being a good son, brother, uncle, and friend in that time spare. However, this approach of saying yes and going full throttle has led me to a point where people ask me different questions more recently, like, how are you going to fit all this in effectively? And can you continue to work at this rate? Or more serious questions from my doctor, like, why is your blood pressure at this rate at the age of 36? And you need to be sleeping more and taking more breaks. Not questions, but equally concerning. It's fair to say I've given myself clinical burnout to the point where I'm struggling to get things done or achieve to a level where I'm either proud of what I've done, or I'm in a place where I'm not feeling like where I feel like I'm letting someone down. And I don't think continuing at this rate is entirely sustainable. So I've decided, for the long-term benefit of myself, I need to stop saying yes to everything for a beat and take a beat and just say, I might take a little break. I want it to come back, but I just need a beat. I know this speech sounds finite, but that's only because I know things change and you never know what's around the corner. So indulge me as I read this very conclusive sounding Word doc. This year in particular, out of our third year, has been fantastic. It really felt at least to me, like we became part of the footy landscape, which if you'd told me 3 years ago, I wouldn't believe you. This show takes a lot of work to make. We've wanted to make it feel as pro as possible and to talk about all things with as much thought and effort alongside the silliness as possible. It's taken 3 years of mammoth effort from a bunch of people who I would like to acknowledge. So I'll start with the Donna team and everyone at Haven't You Done Well. Georgia Mappin, the head of our company, was the first person I spoke to about this, and she's making the show, and she's championed it from day one. I want to say a big thank you to her and to the wider team who helped get it off the ground in the early days. Jim, Tanya, Sammy D, Tom Rickard, Clubby for finding ads, Max Miller, who directs Auntie Donna, for filming $100,000 looking trailers and doing it for free, Zach, Mark for boosting numbers, and Sam for listening weekly and giving me thoughtful feedback, Will and Charlie from Everyone Relax, and in particular Kate Mack and Hester Brown for coming in and being such a big part of it. I'd also like to thank Beck Petratus for constantly saving our ass, as well as Evan and the wider Humdinger community for everything they've done there. Worth noting, as I jump in, Evan fixed the freeze on the live after we finished our last live recording for the year. Now, in particular, Paddy joined us in year 3. I only knew him initially as a name on socials, and I'm so glad I can call him a friend now. I'm so excited to see what he does in the next decade. I'm going to watch on like a proud father. You've treated this show like it's your own, with care and love, and I can't thank you enough, and I'm excited for what's next. So thanks, Paddy.
Thanks, Pad.
In our first year, I remember thinking quite regularly there was a massive missing piece, but I couldn't pinpoint exactly what it was. I just knew there was something off. I was on TikTok one day having a scroll, and this voice jumped out of my phone. They were giving a take on the footy landscape, and they were going very hard. And I looked at the name, and I realised I'd read their work a few times, and their name was Marnie Vinyl, and I thought, if she was interested in coming on, I'd lose my mind. The missing piece, I thought. 3 years later, she's one of my best mates and the spirit and the heart of this show. I can't believe I've known you 3 years, only 3 years. We talk almost every day. We laugh and cry a bunch. I love doing the show with you, but I also know it's taken so much for you to balance this alongside all the other incredible work you do. You often have so much on and have still managed to bring everything to this show, and I'm so grateful. It's no secret that many of our good taste listeners are here for Marnie because your perspective is thoughtful and important, but also because you're such a warm, likeable presence wherever you appear. As we said to each other the other day, we both need a rest, but please have a good, hearty one. Say no to everything for a beat, but I can't wait to see what you do when you come back. You're a voice in Australian. Your voice in Australian sport grows every year, and it garners more and more followers with every piece you do.
Thank you.
Now, when I first wanted to make this show, the first place I pitched it to was SCA, which is Southern Cross Austereo. I envisaged them producing and making the show out of their studios where they do Triple M and Fox. I presented out the idea of the show, how I saw it operating. They listened and nodded and said, no, not right now. And I was pretty deflated. I thought, well, that's that then. How am I going to make this show without infrastructure? And I wandered down the hallway here into Tom's studio to get his advice. He said, I'll do it. And I think he had the idea that he would just sit there and watch the levels as I espouse shit into the microphones. That's not how it eventuated. One of the immense, profound joys of this show has been the recognition of Tom as one of the funniest guys around and his arrival as an AFL official pundit. Tom is an icon of the footy world now. And I remember the feedback in the first year that I would get from people is, who's the Tom guy? Where did you get him? It's been a joy to see it happen. Tom has 2 beautiful bubs under the age of 4. He's got a mortgage, 100 other pods, music to make. He has 100 things going on, but every Sunday and Wednesday at 6, he's in the chair, ready to do this show and edit it late into the night. Or sparing that, he's willing to send me videos of him vomiting to prove that he's not here for a reason. He's selfless, he's honest, he's good-spirited, and he's my best mate. Thanks for doing the show with me, Tom.
Thank you.
For all these people I've mentioned, please continue to back them and support them in all their adventures and exploits as this show rests. They're all stars, and they deserve everything great that's in store for them next year and beyond. I told the team about this back in September, which was tough, but they've been awesome and really understanding. I know how much it means to this team to make this show for all of you. I started the show because I thought there might be people who want a bit of an alternate look at footy than what's already out there. I found that hunch undermined the reality of it. There's heaps of you. It's what made the decision the hardest to make, feeling like I'm letting you all down. But please know it's not a choice I'd make if I thought I didn't have to, or at least for the short term. My goal for now is to take a beat and see where I'm at. I'll still be at the footy, I'll still be around, but just less regularly and less rapping. Thankfully, I hear many of you whisper. Whether you're someone who dropped in now and then, whether you listen to Wacky Willie, or on behalf of the team, thanks so much for joining the story so far. Bounce that pill. And now I open it up to everyone. I'll just start by saying, thank you for all your understanding with this, both of you, and all 3 of you. I know it's such a big part of your weeks and everything. And yeah, please go for it.
Oh, I thought about saying any of the stuff that I've written, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get any of it out because I'm going to cry too hard. I also started just writing thoughts down when I was in the ABC office today, and I started crying in the office, and I was like, you know what? I'll just wing it because I know all the things I want to say. Now I wish I wrote a speech like Broden did. So this is not going to be super coherent, and it is going to be like very teary.
Yep.
I guess I'll just start by, this is a community that I never thought I would be so like blessed to have, and it's given me just so much confidence as a person. One of I talk about in my friend groups all the time is the very first live show we did in Tasmania. I remember so clearly just walking out onto the stage and seeing just like a sea of young men and feeling like terrified because I had so much conditioning in my brain that men do not want me in their spaces. And a lot of that's, online stuff that isn't wholly real. But this podcast has just undone all of that mentality. And I feel so supported by all of you so much. And it's made me so much more vocal and so much more assured that I can go hard. Because even when I'm wrong, and I am a lot, people tell me so in respectful ways in this community. There was a moment when we did Spuds Ride, which is another cool memory that I've got, where you said you have so many brothers now. Also, I want to make it clear that I know that a lot of women and non-binary people also listen to this podcast. It was just the first time that I'd had that kind of experience. You said to me, you have so many brothers now, referring to you and Tom and Patty. And I do just feel so blessed to have that. And I feel so safe and supported when the two of you are around me. I remember calling Tom once in the middle of, it was like an Auntie Donna writing period, and everyone was so stressed. And I just said, you have 5 minutes to help me deal with something. And you just said, for you, absolutely. And it was so small, that interaction, but I just felt it because it felt very true that I am always so appreciated and wanted with the two of you, with the three of you. And you've made me feel like I make the spaces that I'm in better. And by extension, I hope that all of our listeners know that they make the footy worlds that they inhabit so much better just by being wholly themselves within it. I got a letter in the mail from a listener in Scotland once who's trans and said that this podcast is one of the only sports spaces that they feel safe and included within. And even if we're not in your ears next year, I just want everyone who feels like that to know that we are still in the outer with you always. And there's all of these people that have your back. I've seen it. I wasn't sure that it existed, but it does. And all of you as a listener, you belong in sport wherever you go, and we will always have your back.
Well said, Mans. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yeah. I think you can text me anytime and you can text Tom anytime and Patty and everything. But yeah.
And I will call you all crying all the time because you know that I do.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mans.
I'm also I'm very aware that it would be uncomfortable for me to voice 800 words of my feelings towards all of you, but there will be a long Instagram post, so you don't have to sit and listen to me just like, yep.
Yeah. And you said you want to make it funny, but now you're crying.
Well, no, Marnie set me off. I was doing well with you. But Marnie set me off. But, I'm happy. Like when I, even though this is like a sad thing, I'm very happy. All my memories really of like the last 2 years, so many positives and career milestones and positives of what I've done with my life have come directly from the pod, whether it's swimming in an ocean for charity or playing a footy game for the first time in 15 years with the Marmalade guys, or just getting out there and being more confident and meeting new people. And yeah, it's just like hugely positive for me. I only have happy memories, and that's all thanks to you guys in this room and the listeners for being so supportive. I'm still I'm very looking forward to not putting my bad opinions out for a year and being attacked online. That's my other silver lining of the pod ending, is no more getting attacked on Reddit about saying LeBron's better than Michael Jordan.
Which, yeah.
Josh Dacos is better than Nick Dacos.
Exactly right. So very much looking forward to just going back to enjoying the footy. But yeah, I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but so much of the positivity just in my life in general in the last 3 years, except for my 2 children, have been from this pod and the community. And even I started like doing my live streaming and twitching, which was all because of this pod, and just so much self-development and so much of my life has been for it. So I'll miss it, but it's been a bloody good innings.
I mean, yeah, I just consider it a little rest or a break in my head. As I mentioned, I talked to you guys about this in September, and we've been negotiating how I could best announce this, and we were like, should we do it during the season or should we hold off? And I just could not find the right time to do it. So if you've stayed with it this long, then I imagine you're a hardened on individual for the show, and so I don't want it underestimated how much you're a part of this conversation, and I'm thinking of you all individually, and I'm sorry that I feel the need to step away, but I think it's just something that I need to do for myself. But yeah, also I know as well, it's not something that it's just it's a shared show now. It's something that belongs to all of us. So yeah,
I applaud your decision though. I think it's been the best thing. Like when you told me, I was so shocked and upset for fully 5 minutes, and then I was like, "This is the best thing." I don't want to see you. I don't want to see anyone, especially in the creative spaces, continue to do something that they are unable to, or is causing them stress, or anything like that, anything negative. So, such a good decision. Proud of you for it. You'll come back better than ever because of it.
We can't talk about what a bunch of you are doing next year, but you all have exciting things.
Yeah, we all got secret things.
Some of which I don't even know about. Paddy, did you want to say anything, Paddy?
Paddy, jump on.
Pat has joined us for a year.
Yeah, look, I think the main feeling that I have, similar to Tom, was the 5 minutes of emotion, but then gratitude for all three of you guys to allow me into this wonderful space that you've created. It's been fun being a fan of the podcast for 2 years and a fan of all of your work for the years prior to that, before jumping on and getting to know you as people, which was a bit of a head spin. I thought meeting Richo was hard, but it's been a wonderful year to spend with you guys, and I can't thank you all enough for having me.
Thanks, Pad. I'm excited to see what you do next.
I know, and it's sick.
Any last thoughts for now?
I just want to reiterate that I don't think that you should have any guilt or feel sorry at all. I mean, my immediate reaction, which is true, was just that this is a community none of us would have ever had together if you didn't have the courage to do this in the first place, and that's a community that we will still carry.
That's lovely. Thank you for that. You're an awesome bunch of people, and we should go to the footy together or the tennis.
Can we just have fun?
Yeah. That'd be nice.
But still on your credit card?
Yeah, I owe you all these things I've promised you. What have I promised you?
Yeah, surely we're
Colour
doing...
analysis?
Yeah.
I can run around in the AFL store?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you agreed to that.
But I think last year you stinged out of taking us to that fancy restaurant.
Fancy restaurant.
Surely you have to Attica this
Attica?
year, surely. Like a Christmas feast at Attica.
Well, yeah, we
As of today, I also want a breakfast buffet at that fancy place. Kevin
The Observatory.
Yeah, the Observatory.
can't go to Attica and fucking
Yeah, we can.
I'll make a point as well, to the best of my ability, if you reach out or whatever, to be in contact. But thank you so much. It means it's what this show did for me, which I haven't really written down, was I'd started this I was a place with Auntie Donna where I'd never done anything by myself before, and I pictured this as a thing I was doing. It's obviously become an ensemble show now, but at the first I was like, can I do something by myself? And this has just opened up a lot of doors for me to know that I have self-worth to an extent. So it's been very awesome to do. If I'm being completely honest with you, as when I started it, Melbourne's just got worse and worse.
That's true.
So
Melbourne's going to win the Premiership.
Yeah.
So my hope is that this kind of stopping it for a bit sort of turns away the bad energy and turns it back to how it was before this show existed, which was winning flags. I know I don't like that I'm not going to be able to comment on in December when the lower house votes on the Tasmanian team. What's going to happen there?
The first Gold Coast Grand Final, which we were the only
we'll
pod
be back for that.
And we'll be back for top 8 things about Christmas as well.
Yeah. And should we go around and give our tips for 2026?
The Suns all the way, Petrarca Brownlow.
Oh, my God. And Essendon to finish top 8.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow, top 10 now.
Yes, could they finish top 10?
Yes, and then finish top 10 and they still lose the first.
Any hot takes from you, Pad? No, he's just nodding. All right. Well, we'll leave it there for now.
Yes,
For now.
I didn't really say, but thank you. I talked about what the audience did for me, but I didn't say directly thank you for listening and thank you for the support you've given me and the love, and I very much appreciate it, and I love you all.
And you'll be around doing stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll be around.
All right. Thanks, Marnie. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Paddy. Bounce that pill.